Partick Thistle last week that gave Dundee their first away points of the season. So it's a vote of confidence from manager Donald Mackay, an unchanged Dundee side. Eamon Bannon, the scorer of the decisive second goal against Rangers in midweek, is now United's top scorer with 11 goals and 4 of them coming from penalties. Joe McLean forced to make one change. John Holt drops out through injury, and Derek Stark, who substituted for the last 2 minutes on Wednesday, retains the number 2 shirt. Today's referee, Tommy Muirhead of Stenhousemuir. And a marvellous atmosphere at Downs Park for the 52nd Dundee derby match as United get it underway, attacking the goal to our right. United's record is 22 wins to Dundee's 20 with 9 draws. So it couldn't be much closer, and that really reflects the true derby match. Now Jim Murphy for Dundee. Mackey knocking it back, but Kirkwood lying deep for United as he always does. The midfield really cluttered. And the referee spotting a little nudge after the ball was away, foul on Hegarty. Free kick to United. Dave Neary. Bannon popping up in the left but not able to catch it. Les Barr with the throw. Kept in, so United's throw. Bannon picking out Sturrock. Bannon with a shot, and Geddes saw it through a forest of legs, covered it well. Another excellent layoff from Sturrock, giving Bannon the chance. Sturrock looked to be offside, and Geddes made a brave save. The referee checked with his linesman, there was no flag. The United speed broke the Dundee defence, but Geddes saved the day. Now Dundee, Murphy. Good challenge from Stark, but another ball into the danger zone that Neary clears up so coolly. Only as far as Cameron. Dundee trying to press on, Bell blocking that one. United's throw. Neary having to hurry, but McAlpine was there to help him. Well, safety first tactics from Danny Cameron. Paul Hegarty, the United skipper. Sturrock waited, Glennie just got in. Oh, and the challenge from behind by Glennie was crude and clumsy. Sturrock letting him know what he thought about it too. Milne with the free kick. Low and dangerous again. Hegarty making a run, and a goal kick awarded. Donald it was who was back chaperoning that one. Well, Hegarty making these breaks from deep, causing the Dundee defence a few problems. Hegarty first to that, and Sturrock's away. Glennie now left for dead as Sturrock cuts it back. Milne's got a chance, and he puts it away. 7 minutes gone, made by Sturrock and finished off by Ralph Milne. The long ball catching Glennie on the wrong foot, and look at Sturrock's pace, setting it up very carefully, and there was Milne to tuck it away between Geddes' left hand on the post. So a setback for Dundee and a bright start for United. Strangely enough, the records show that Dundee United haven't won a Premier League match at Dens Park, but they couldn't have got off to a better start today. So United now, 11 goals scored in the last 3 games in 7 minutes and none conceded. Very impressive record indeed. Murphy. Again, United back in strength. Cameron trying a dip, and he's rattles the whole goal frame. And Dundee United desperately calming things down. But Dundee are still there. Barr. Bell. Checks nicely. And the goal point beaten by Ferguson's header. Within a minute and a half, Dundee are level. A bit of superb work there by Bell on the right for Dundee. He checked inside, measured the cross, and McAlpine couldn't hope to stop Ferguson's header. Bannon forced to make the push, and he looks a little bit unhappy at the moment. Things just not running his way or United's because of Dundee's fierce competitiveness in midfield. Les Barr with the free kick. McDonald up. Stark got it away, but only so far. Now McGeehey just charging through. On to Murphy. Murphy took a dive. The referee is awarded a corner. Well, the referee was very well placed in that incident. He was coming up from behind McGeehey's pass, and you could see clearly that Murphy took the dive. Tommy Muirhead wasn't to be fooled. Murphy will have to settle for the corner. Mackey making the break. Fraser, completely miscued it, as did Derek Stark, who looks a little bit groggy from that knock he took earlier. Push by Mackey won't do Stark much good. Offside against United. You can be offside from a clearance from hand. You can't be offside from a goal kick. And another push at the other end. The game beginning to deteriorate in football terms. Still an interesting match, but the quality of the football now beginning to suffer as we have a string of free kicks. Barr with a chip, but it was always Hegarty's. The United defence come out. Cameron tries to thread it through. Phillip now. Milne. Bannon. That's the way he likes to take them. He did get it even though he was off balance. Milne. Sturrock coming in at the far side. Cut back for Bannon. And with Geddes sprawling, it went wide. What a brilliant bit of play there by Eamon Bannon. Setting the move up, even though he was off balance, still getting the pass to Milne. The cut back, and who was there but Bannon, and it was deflected for a corner. Milne again. Goff wasn't really picked up. Dundee get it away. Murphy, and again Nary's there. Really at his Scotland best this afternoon. Murphy. Hegarty to Milne. referee still letting play run as we are in injury time in the first half. One kicked up awkwardly for Cameron. United have the throw. No, the referee says it's to Dundee. Some confusion, eventually United's. The watch checked, and the half-time whistle goes. With quite a good scoreline, one apiece. Ralph Milne opening the scoring in 7 minutes. A goal that was really made by the speed of Sturrock, outpacing the Dundee defence, the cutback, and Milne there to slot it home. But as far as Dundee were concerned, they were down but not out, because they struck back, and an absolute cracker of a shot from Cameron shuddered the whole goal frame. It looked as if Dundee had lost their chance. Bell popped up on the right. Nice skill, fine cross, and just watch Ferguson put it away. Tommy Muirhead's whistle gets the second half underway. It's a faulty one. We'll have to try again. So at the second attempt, off we go into the second half. Whirlwind start from both teams, and after that, the quality of the football deteriorated somewhat into a hard, grinding midfield battle, with both sides employing offside tactics to thwart their opponents. But the team that wins the midfield battle could win this match. Sturrock. McGeehee with the pass back. McDonald doing a fine job for Dundee. He and Neary, the outstanding defenders in the field. Now Ferguson looking for support. Fraser, bit of room to work in. Cameron had made a good run. Goff forced him to play it. Still keep the pressure on. Cameron turns well. Good ball from Murphy. Neary. And Kirkwood. And the referee saw the late challenge on him. Awarded the free kick. Fraser, the offender. Sturrock. One flash from him can do it, and McDonald just got there. Typifies the player, the big tall Dundee captain. Mackey pulling Hegarty off his feet. Floating it forward, the back header from Dodds. Sturrock trying to lay it off for Bannon, but too many dark blue jerseys there. And this time it's Ian Phillip who's penalised for the nudge on Ferguson. Goff trying to keep it in. She succeeds in doing. It's a very useful ball. Sturrock. United trying to spread the Dundee defence. Milne and Geddes watched there as that one sped across the face of the goal. Very breathing down the back of Murphy. Slings the ball to the far side, but it's slipping away from Milne and Goff on the greasy surface. Donald out. Kirkwood to Bannon, he is onside. The low one, and Danny Cameron to the rescue. Finally McDonald. Mackie Ferguson, the lone dark blue jersey up front. Dundee coming out in the line. Stark will have to hold it. Going on his own, he's got support from Goff. Milne. Oh, what a great goal by Paul Sturrock. 21 minutes gone in the second half, and Paul Sturrock puts United ahead with a gem of a goal. United made the space on the right. Milne looked up, played the ball to the near post, and Sturrock's foot struck it cleanly into the roof of the net. Ralph Milne. United strike again. Sturrock, can he catch it? Lenny closed him down. Murphy picked up the rebound. Bannon. Barr says, I'll take over. Useful ball for Bell. The rebound off Dodds. And even at that, no trouble at all for Dave Neary, who has been impeccable this afternoon. Now Milne trying to get in. Milne buzzing around. He's had a quiet spell in the match, but that laying on the second goal for Sturrock has brought him racing back into the game. Lenny. Oh, and he's wild with that pass back. Sturrock put the pressure on him. United's corner tally rises to 7, and the one only in the first half. Sturrock again in that near post position, deciding to take his marker for a walk. Well, Dundee a little bit under pressure there with that in-swinger. Milne did well. Well, Kirkwood went down there, and that looked a little bit of a dive, but the linesman was much closer, and he flagged instantly. Bannon across, and it's in! Sturrock again. Another brilliant goal from Paul Sturrock has finally swung this game in United's favour, and a fan on the pitch, it looks like a Dundee supporter, racing onto the pitch and immediately led away by the police. But that won't dim Sturrock's magic there. Bannon's free kick, Sturrock's glancing header, and Geddes was helpless. Sturrock shielding it well, out to Milne. Dodds knocking it back, Bannon on the angle, and Geddes with a marvellous reflex save. United looked set to increase their lead. Another free kick. Charles McGeehee again late in the challenge. And Dundee's efforts beginning to become more despairing. Just over 10 minutes left. And with the scoreline 3-1 in United's favour, the game now looks to be out with Dundee's reach. Sturrock pulled from behind, and I think Glennie, kind of few complaints. He's given Paul Sturrock quite a rough afternoon, and referee Tommy Muirhead suddenly says, right, well, we've had enough. So another free kick for United to exploit. Bannon hitting it low, round the wall, but Geddes well positioned. Bar caught on the wrong foot there and forced to put that one out. Philip Bannon, United now beginning to torment Dundee. Goff's header, and Sturrock gets his hat-trick, but he's offside. It's been disallowed. It looked as if he had got it, but the linesman clearly indicated. Look at that one again. The long ball, Goff headed it down, and there, Sturrock, although he put it away, was offside. Neary. Donald, the linesman signalling that there was offside, but the referee saw that United were in possession, elected to give them the advantage. McDonald misses it, Sturrock, oh, and Geddes out of his...
What a day for him. A game that had a bright, perky start, then began to deteriorate in many ways, but United simply have more than an edge and ability, and it showed eventually. They also have Paul Sturrock. Now, when you talk about a player like that, frequently there's a danger that you're putting him under even more pressure than just going out and playing. However, it's unavoidable. At the start of the season, we showed you clearly what made him look quite separate from other players around him, and today, once again, he rose above the humdrum quite magnificently. He's also a nice lad to talk to, as we discovered when he came across to our cameras after the match to talk about the game. And I put it to him that it must be very, very satisfying to win a local derby like that.
Not only myself, you know, you've got to think of the crowd as well. They come and pay the money, and if you get beat from Dundee, it's maybe 3 months before they can get revenge in any way, you know. But it is satisfying to win a derby match.
It was a very satisfactory start for you, scoring so early.
Yeah, a bit of a shock when they scored, you know. I think if we'd maybe held them for 10-15 minutes after we'd scored, I think the game would have been a wee bit easier.
Yeah, I mean, it was well set up, that first goal of yours, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think we caught them a wee bit cold at the beginning, you know, a wee bit square. And I think I broke down the right, played it up to Millen, and he hit it really well.
Do you think your defence was a little suspect, that equaliser?
Yeah, well, there was 3 of them round about each other, I think, and the boy just nipped in front of Paul Hegarty. It was kind of hanging up, the ball was hanging in the air, you know, and I think it was kind of a hard one for him.
Did you feel eventually when the game went into a kind of, according to the way I was looking at it, a kind of negative spell, that not another goal would come?
Well, it was looking that way. A draw looked on the cards. There was a lot of wee fouls and stoppages and everything else. It was upsetting the rhythm of the game.
It was getting untidy, wasn't it?
Yeah, but, you know, we kept plugging away. You know, I think definitely the effects of Wednesday was not helping matters, on our part anyway.
Well, your manager has already said to us that he thought the first of your 2 goals was outstanding. I suppose it comes so instinctively, Paul, that maybe you can't recollect it as well as we can who watched it.
Well, we work at training making front post and back post runs, and I think Millen got it out in the right, and I seen him looking up, and I knew Dodds was going to the back post, so I just attacked the front post, and it just so happened the ball came into that area. Something, you know, it's pleasing when it comes off because you work so hard in training at it.
Certainly very spectacular. How many goals have you scored with your head? I mean, when I say that, do you score frequently with your head, or you...
I scored on Wednesday with my head.
Yes, of course.
No, it's not one of my assets, the aerial power anyway, but I try to sneak about in there, you know what I mean? Try and muddle up the big boys and that.
Well,
sometimes you get touches in there.
It was a fine touch, this one, wasn't it?
I think it was a free kick from Bannon.
Yeah.
Got played into the box. But I think all credit must go to our bigger boys, because they sucked all the big boys to the back post and left a hole in the middle of the goals. You know, not saying some of their weird players were in the middle of the goals. It helped a wee bit.
Do you think that this is the very asset that has attracted the Scottish team manager to your play, and that he has you in the squad, and there is a possibility you'll play against Portugal?
Well, I said way back, the most important thing to do if I was to play for Scotland was to score more goals. When you play for your country, you must have strikers who can finish, especially away from home. You know, when you've got to play on the break and things like that, and it's tight, you know. And I thought the most important thing was to add some goals to my outfield play.
Well, you can see from that Paul is level-headed, sensible, indeed in command of coaching certificates, which he puts to practical use. I doubt very much of the glare of publicity will affect his playing style in any significant way. In any case, after next Wednesday night, I suspect you'll just have to get used and simply playing for the jerseys. I hope you can join us, and if you do, I'm sure you're going to be seeing the scorer of these 2 goals somewhere around Benfica's Stadium of Light on Wednesday night. He certainly threw off the shadows today. Until Wednesday, good night.
Hold it. Going on his own, he's got support from Goff, Milne. What a great goal by Paul Sturrock.